Hello everyone, it's Bubbles from venomfluidart and welcome back to the Fluid Art Express after our week off doing the amazing Fluid Oz collaboration with those 27 artists over 3 days of just amazing awesomeness. How cool was it? But we are back. I hope you just watched ShanB before me. Amazing artist, always the very best. Love your work, Shan. And today after me as well, we're going to have an amazing special guest. We have Kristey from CWV Artistry. So stay tuned after me because I'm sure Kristey's going to amaze you. So today, I have a pretty funky looking palette going on here. It's sort of a bit Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. So this one, I've got a spiral pillow palette. Bit of black. And then I have my spiral yellow over the top. So I figured this week, we're going to have experiment week and see what cool effects we can get from this, right? So what I'm going to do first is I've got my 3 delicious cups of colour. We have our Firebird Red by Eye Candy. We have one of my very favourites, Senshi Red, also Eye Candy. Now this one I call... because Venom, lovely Venom, makes me 3 stages of arc orange. So today I have picked stage 2. Isn't that what sunsets are made of? Delicious. Delightful, in fact. We're going to rock just a normal black CA 3:1 ratio. And I'm using my favourite palette knife of choice this week. As I say to anyone with dodgy hands, chuck away those handles. Ditch them. So much easier to control, up close and personal, easy to rock and roll that palette knife. So, let's go in, see what we can do. So I'll start loading this little fella up. Such a cool little palette knife. Cool thing about palette knives too, I reckon, for people starting off, like today I'm only using 3 colours. And you really don't have to rock a lot of colour to get it to move out. So I've got quite a bit of a floating pillow on because I just love that the best when working with palette knife swipes. I think it's a lot easier, and like this is all just my personal preference, what I've learned as experimenting. And so what works for me may not work for you, but if you are still struggling with that palette knife skipping through the pillow, may just mean you need that pillow to be a little bit thicker, bit more of a pool, and you'll find it just glides over the top, so might just help you. So we're going to go in for our first one. I'm going to start about there, I think. Now I'm going to take that for a ride that way, and then I'm going to scoop it down. And that's where we're going to take that one. Oh, look at them cells already popping through. And the crazy cool thing I'm noticing about when you've got the spiral pillow on I'm playing with, the ghosties, they're yellow. So we get the 4th colour. Didn't even have to lay an extra paint colour down on our palette knife. Pretty cool, right? These are always my favourite days, just having a play. This is where I think some people find their best singers, because you just chilled out, having a play. And realistically, that's what your art should be about to me. Just making it your own, having some fun, enjoying what you do. At the end of the day, you've got to like it before someone else can, I reckon. Alright, so now we're going to go this way. A little bit of an angle, and then just bring the palette knife down to get the rest of that CA floating as you move around. And just use your other finger on the spinner. As you can see, it just helps you move it around. So that way you're not trying to make your arm do all the work. You're actually just resting your palette knife and moving your spinner. Helps you do the work. So that's our first 2 down. Now I think we might do something around these edges too, you know. We might add 2 more. A lot of it we will lose over the side just because, as I said, I like the big floaty pillow. I just think you get the coolest effects too with the cells with these. Spreads out a bit more for you. You really get some cool, crazy effects. Alright, one more colour. And that's the thing too, I think a lot of people make the mistake of putting too much on. So you can see I've only got a really fine layer, and I can turn it around and nothing drips off. We don't lose any. That's your best point. So let's go this way I think now. And we'll take that off the side there. Cool bananas. Alright. One more. One more I think is going to be ample for this size piece. I'm just loving the cells coming through. They're pretty cool. It's really therapeutic just to watch them pop their head up. It's sort of rewarding. Alright. So, a bit more of our arc orange. Go in with our Firebird red. Finish off with our last Senshi. Come on down. Thanks for playing. Alright. Now nice light hands. Just let it slide through the top layer. There we go. Cool. Now, I think I want that a little bit brighter down the bottom here, so there's nothing wrong grabbing out little dude. So, all I'm going to do with this one is add a little bit of CA to him. And I think I'll just add a little bit of just the Firebird red. And I'm going to come in here and just working down through it. That way we get a little bit more red popping up through there, a bit more vibrant. Because I can see there's going to be some cool cells come through there when they spin out. Gives you like a real sort of trippy effect. They're a bit darker. It's just where the CA is sitting heavier. But if you want it a little bit lighter, just take one colour on a tiny one and add to it. See? Just pops it up, gives it that little bit of extra something. So what I'm going to do now is I am just going to get rid of these paints before I spin it, just so I don't fill them up with the black pillow paint when we start flying. Because, as you should know me by now, there's no gentle spinning with bubbles on these. Cool! Can't even see any bubbles. That's pretty darn cool, I must say. So, what I'm going to do first, I'm not going to touch it. I just want to give it a spin. We're pretty close to the centre for once. Go bubbles! So, let's give that a bit of a spin just to see how these palette knife swipes are going to open up. And you'll see what I'm saying too already, them darker bits. As the CA moves across and sinks in, the cells are coming through. So don't always worry when it happens. Sometimes it just takes that little word of patience. Yeah, I know it's horrible. We don't like it. But sometimes it does take it to see what's going to happen. So we're going to leave it there right now. I think we'll plop that back up. So you can see there's some really cool cell action going on there. Just by a little bit of paint. It goes a long way on these. So cool for beginners to practice with. And I really just wanted to see what a spiral palette would look like, a pillow. Alright, now let's get some new paper towel because I'm smushing. I think we'll grab our magic skewer out. So, where I've missed either side here, no big deal. We're just going to grab our skewer And we're just going to put some cool little lines, nice and simple and easy, does the trick. Through that one. I'm going to leave the outers because I think they're pretty darn cool actually as they are. I'll see what they do when they spin a bit further. Alright. I quite like that. I do say so myself. Alright. Let's do some tying our shoelaces, loop scoop, and pull down there. This is what I love about having the bold colour in between all the cells. When you do some cool little patterns in between, they really pop their head out. It's crazy cool effects. And for beginners, so simple to do and really vibrant. Just trail that one, I think. That's the thing too, never rush. What is your hurry? Take your time, look around your piece. Enjoy what you're doing. It's not a race, it's just you kicking back, chilling, being creative. Got all the time in the world for that. It doesn't have to be a hurry. Now that's pretty cool. Now I might just take them off the side, I think, like that. Let's go. There we go. Got a tribal pattern going on. One there. So as you can see, there's nothing overcomplicated we're doing, but you're getting really cool effects. Not using a lot of paint for practicing your swipes. Let's just, I think what we'll do, leave the edge of that swipe because it's pretty cool. Just bring that there. Give that a little bit of something. There we go. Now I think we'll take that one there because that bit there to me is just a bit too bold for the rest of the piece. And that'll just break it up a little bit for us. And bring that down. I actually like that bit. Bring that down. Cool. Now, I think just this bit's annoying me, so just give it a little something different there. Well, I think we are ready to spin her out. She's looking pretty crazy and wacky and in your face, bright and vibrant. Sorry, just found one bit that I went, yeah, we don't like that. All right, so let's give her a good spin out. See how she opens up for us now. I knew it was too good to be true. I couldn't get it in the middle of the spinner twice. Ah, damn close. Pretty excited. Wombat's going to be proud of me. He's not here going, move it over there. Now, I can see now, because I wiped the board before I started to spin again, only a little bit coming off. So we'll just rip it up, give it a good opening up now. There, voila. So, I'll pop it up for you. But there's some really cool cell action going on in there. And you're seeing just how simple and easy it is to do. So that is my new weird and wacky contribution to the Express this week. I hope you really enjoyed it. So just remember, guys, all you need, black pillow, pick one colour other than that, do your little spiral across your pillow, and then lay your palette knife swipes down and you can get some really cool effects. Nice and simple. So I hope you really enjoyed that one this week, because this is another one of my crazy dreams. So until next time, guys, I had a ball. Thank you all for being here and watching me. I really appreciate it. Couldn't love you all more. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day, guys, and I'll leave you for about 30 seconds, and I'm sure Venom will do a close-up reel for you to enjoy.